A new Pokemon set just dropped, so if you value your life, stay inside at all costs, because this is going to pile up more bodies than the bubonic plague. Pokemon right now is no longer a hobby, it's a battlefield, where scalpers climb over themselves like World War Z zombies to try and get their hands on as much product as possible so they can make like $3. What a sad way of life, more pathetic than even a mosquito. So, there's a line here for the Destined Rivals stock at Walmart. This guy at the front of the line probably was camping out for 2 days, abandoned his family in order to pursue glory of flipping some Pokemon product for like maybe double digits profit. One brave soul dared encroach on his Pokemon territory there. He came into his domain and grabbed one ETB, Elite Trainer Box, as this guy was still filling his gluttony. I thought for sure the guy in the mask was going to pull it down and he was going to be like Melina from Mortal Kombat or something. He was going to fucking bite his throat out. I thought he was going to attack him like a pit bull, just start chomping on flesh, because he dared take a box from him as he was buying the whole inventory. And I'm shocked that that didn't unleash a floodgate of everyone else who was waiting in line for this product to just start taking from this guy's cart, just cannibalizing him.
Oh yeah, he's actually plugging me right now. All they have is Journey Together here, a bunch of singles. This, and they have a couple of these little optics. Other than that, they don't have anything. This store is dead.
He left a couple of morsels still on the plate. This saint decided to leave some singles there for Destined Rivals for the 10 plus people waiting in line. He took everything else, picked it clean off the bone here. I hope this guy loses so much money on this. I hope he eats the fattest shit, the stinkiest pile. Pokemon, if you're listening, please print Destined Rivals till the cows come home so the scalpers are just left in tears. So everyone has easy access for it and don't have to pay above MSRP to get their hands on it. That would be glorious. Speaking of glory, there's one thing that you need in order to achieve your maximum potential, and that's good hygiene. And that starts with good soap. So use Cheeky soap for that going forward. Our soap is the best soap in the fucking universe. Go to usecheeky.com right now to get some soap. Not the smoothest of plugs here, but I wanted to put it in anyway. Scalpers, they all smell like ass, like actual turbo cheeks. You don't want to be like scalpers, right? So get some Cheeky soap. I've seen this short clip float around a lot in the last day. This is allegedly an LCS owner, local card store owner, meaning he has his own card business, who is now taking all of the Elite Trainer boxes of Destined Rivals off the shelf in front of a child. The kid even turns around looking extremely sad and confused about what's happening. And it kind of reminds me of, like, you know how on Halloween some houses will set out a bowl of candy saying, please take one, but then there's some, like, asshole trick-or-treaters, or even parents most of the time, actually, that'll take the bowl and just empty the whole thing into their bag, and then the other kids come up and look really disappointed there's no candy left. That is what it looks like right here, like, in real time. That guy should be ashamed of himself. I don't know how he doesn't look in the mirror with disgust every morning for this shit. This greasy meatball of a man looks like he siphons Miller Lite out of his car's tank, and now he's out here just ruining a hobby that's meant to be for kids. Now, it's not just that guy, of course. It's tons of people just like him. Now again, I don't know if the claims that it's an LCS owner are true or not. That might just be made up for the shocking nature of it. Like, wow, this business owner, this card shop owner doing this, does it get lower than that? I also don't even know if the video itself is 100% accurate. It could be like that's his kid. Doesn't really seem like it's his kid, because it looks like the kid turns around and looks at his dad confused. Like, if that was his kid, I feel like the kid would be more enthusiastic about it as opposed to still waiting in the line as that guy's leaving. Also, probably wouldn't just be holding money out, waiting to use it on something. But again, maybe it's also possible this whole video is staged and it's fake. But honestly, I doubt it for a variety of reasons. The biggest one being, the Destin Rivals ETBs are flying off the shelves right now, so if this guy was able to get there early enough to be there to have 10 still available and get his grubby paws on them, then that means he was legitimately at that location and there was a line there. So there definitely were people there, and I doubt they would have been able to set this up without others just going in and taking the product from them. So I think it's probably real. I just don't know about the claims of that being an LCS owner or not, because there's no confirmation there or anything. But regardless of whether he's an LCS owner or not, it is pathetic douchebag behavior. Scalpers are basically subhuman. It's crazy. And it's not just in person where these troglodytes leave their caves in order to try and grab Pokemon product to scalp. They have entire bot farms set up to buy out online inventory from like Walmart and shit. So here's a video from someone named Steven TCG who's just scrolling through all of these bot purchases for Pokemon product for over 1:40, and that doesn't even encapsulate every purchase that was in this channel. It's completely out of control. But what's crazy is this is an extremely fragile business model. All of this scalping for Pokemon is entirely built upon and relies on people's hype and inability to control themselves because they need their fix. They got to get their blue meth in, and they're hoping that people will be willing to continue spending over MSRP for it, whether that's collectors or other scalpers. So these ghouls that we keep seeing go in and they try and buy as much product as they can, as quickly as they can, to turn it around and sell it while the demand is still extremely high, but supply is starting to dwindle because so much of it is being taken right away. So they're immediately charging more for it because people aren't having easy access to it, but they still really want it. It's new, it's fresh, the demand's there, so they're trying to capitalize on it, so they're charging over MSRP. If people collectively decided, no, we're not playing ball with that, we're not going to be paying over MSRP for Pokemon anymore, that would put the scalpers in a really big pickle. Of course, it's extremely unlikely that day ever comes, but that would do it. That would make a big effect on scalping. Or if Pokemon themselves started overprinting the sets, like just out the wazoo, that would also put a huge dent in the scalpers. Or if every business would put purchase limits in place, like Walmart. Like, if Walmart had a 1 per person limit, that would also go a long way to combating this. There's a lot of ways to stop it. It is, in fact, a terrible profession for these absolute fucking homunculi. Like, it is a terrible, terrible business. It just, right now, is so hot that it is working for some people in very small ways. They're not making millions of dollars. They're making dollars of dollars. Like, maybe 5 to 10s of dollars. It's just... They've been convinced from all of this hype that they can make a killing doing it. And there are some people that do, but it's rare. But everyone is convinced they're that rare exception that's going to do it and make tons. But what ends up happening is they just end up getting a ton of product that they'll never be able to move, and it just makes it so the price is now too high for anyone to engage with. Thus, the people that actually want it for either collecting or even, God forbid, playing the card game, the whole reason it was designed, can't get their hands on it because they can't afford it anymore. It's just disastrous. The whole Pokemon TCG community right now is a cesspool because of scalpers like this. So, anyway, I just want to talk about it again because Destin Rivals is just fresh off the press and it's already madness. That's about it. See ya. Another day, another pile of corpses littering the street. Brave warriors fighting over Pokemon cards and losing their life in the noble battle to get their greedy paws on it so they can go home and scalp it online for $10. My heart goes out to all those lost souls. Yeah, another brawl has broken out at Costco over Pokemon cards. I swear to God, the Pokemon hobby sends more people to the hospital than motorcycle accidents. Like, it has to be like the most dangerous hobby you can have right now, next to just hitting each other in the head with sledgehammers. Anytime there's a Pokemon drop, you can bet your sweet Bippy someone's dying for it. It's craziness. Nurse Joy is working overtime these days. It's been a long time since I've heard the unironic request for someone to hold someone back. You can hear some guy shout, "Hold me back!" That was a big meme for a while. He's bringing back the classics with the peacocking, trying to appear bigger than he is. Hold me back, you won't like me when I'm angry. I'll get you with the desserts that you didn't order off the dessert menu. It's gonna be the you don't want it. I'll tell you that much, you don't want it. Unlike the other Pokemon fights we've seen, this one, they were actually coming for Scalp. Like, that guy ran up and tried to get him with a soccer kick while he was on the ground. So right now, they're all kind of going for the guy that threw the first, like, open-handed monk strike. And when that wasn't very effective, when he low-rolled on the damage there, everyone then just, they laser focused on this guy. He had the whole Elite Four coming after him. He was looking for gym badges, but all he got was some fucking gym asses here in his face. One of the dudes even went in there with a flying move, got him with the fucking Brave Bird on him. So he like jumped in with like a crazy, I think it was a kick that he tried to extend out on, but the guy had already like slipped and lost his balance, so he's kind of like skating around like he was on ice. The whole thing, like this is a level above the other brawls we've seen for Pokemon. Usually it's like, you know, boxing each other out or bumping and grinding a little bit. Maybe like a shove or maybe like a slap. We've seen that before too. But never to this degree. This one's like an actual fight. Now, I don't have any information on who that badass was that was walking through the middle of this pandemonium smiling, but he was a smooth operator. That's the actual final boss right there. Dude just walks through smiling. Fucking amateurs. As he's going to like get Pokemon product, probably for his kids. That guy doesn't really look like a Scalper to me. He doesn't fit the normal Scalper MO for Pokemon product. So, I'm on that guy's side. Like, maybe he even set this whole thing up like, I'll get them fighting each other, so that way they don't have time to go in there and buy up the entire inventory. I can actually get some of these for my kids. I mean, what a hero's quest that would be. Now, to any of you with keen ears, you may have heard one of the scalpers say that someone shit themselves. That's big. You don't usually see the poopy defense employed all that often, and it doesn't look like anyone got knocked out. I just think scalpers are usually just so full of shit that any amount of physical activity just makes them void bowels. That's kind of my theory at this point, because I don't know who there would have been the shitter that would have just released like that. That doesn't really make sense to me. So someone must have just had a fucking loaded cannon in their britches and just deployed. And, of course, I can't confirm. I'm not, you know, the pants police here that's going to go in there and investigate the feces claim. But feels like a weird one to lie about. Like, usually your first instinct during a fight isn't to say, stop, 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 he shit himself. Like, usually when you're saying that, that's like a DEFCON, hey guys, we got an incident, dude shit himself. Now, this could be a Hail Mary defense strategy because no one wants to get covered in poop. Not even the dirtiest pig in the world wants that. So, maybe it was him like, alright, I'm losing the fight, tell him I shit! And then he's like, okay, guys, stop, you can't beat him up anymore, he pooped. He's like, oh, okay, sorry, alright, we'll stop. I mean, it did work. Everyone dispersed after that, everyone went their separate ways, so, I mean, it was effective. And maybe that was the idea. Maybe there really was no actual pants shitting there. Doesn't matter. Schrodinger's shit, it worked. Now, I don't know all the details surrounding this, what led up to this altercation, what the whole story is. All I know for sure is they're scalpers. They're obviously scalpers. You wouldn't be fighting in the parking lot of a Costco over Pokemon product if you weren't scalping. So 100% I think everyone here is a scalper. I don't think they were just buying it for personal collection or buying it for their kids or anything, except for the last guy that walks in at the end after all the chaos unfolded. So, fuck them. It's so pathetic. I can't stand scalpers. I really can't. Wow, yep. Another Pokemon brawl. Let's go! We're cooking, man. We get a new brawl every couple days now from the Pokemon community. That's not fair to the Pokemon community. These are just the worst parts of it, the fucking scalpers. That's not even fair. No! Why did they move? What? Why'd they remove it? Oh my god, there was a jump kick? Oh no, they just... Well, there was a jump kick. I have to watch this. I have to find this. There's gotta be a re-upload, right?
Get your fucking
Oh wait, they're actually swinging. Wait, this isn't. Oh! Oh wait, that's like a real fight. I don't even know if I can watch it on stream. That guy came in there with the fucking flying karate kick. Holy! I thought this was just gonna be another like boxing out situation. No, they're actually battling. That man just used close combat IRL. Because if that's like the last like major blow that's dealt, maybe we can still watch it. No, this would actually probably get me in trouble on YouTube. They are all ganging up on that one guy. One of the guys that was punching him walked away saying, "What the fuck is wrong with people?" What? God, what is wrong with people? Made me punch him in the back of the head when he was walking away. God, what is going on? Just wanted to scalp some Pokemon products. What even happened? I don't know. I can tell you that the guy that started getting blasted by like 9 different dudes there, he was the one who swung first on somebody. So, here, I'll pull up stills, I guess, if I can't show the whole thing. So this guy's coming with like the open hand turbo slap. So he's literally using Mach Punch. So he's coming in with Mach Punch, it doesn't connect, but he loses his balance and then gets hit by like the flying high kick. And then everyone just immediately annihilates him as best they could. He has leftovers. Oh no, he was definitely regaining HP. Like he was walking away and some other guy was like hitting him in the back of the skull, like hammer fisting it, and he was just like walking away, shrugging it off. So he was regenning a little bit. I've been so deep into Pokemon Showdown, now watching Pokemon Scalpers fight, it just feels like an extension of what I've been learning in the game. Cover Oprah forcing Gail King to go to space with Katy Perry, even though she said she doesn't want to go, and the other 2 astronauts are still stuck. What? Oprah's forcing someone to go to space? How does she even have that power? She can blast people off this planet? Oh, he just kind of walks in. He wasn't part of it, but this guy just walks in at the very end, and it looks like he really enjoyed the show. This guy's actually just here for his kids. He's like, okay, guys, did you leave any product for me? No? Alright, I'll go fuck myself. This is the perfect transition to Pokemon Showdown. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'll run a quick random battle here for him. Let's see if I can take what I just watched in the Scalper Brawl and turn it into a dub on the ladder. Oh my god, I got Bread Dog. We're fucked. I hate Bread Dog. Why do I have the Bread Dog out? That's the ability Illusion. Ah, like Sun Tzu says, appear weak when you are strong. I see. My goose probably cooked. Never mind. We're so fine. Get the fuck out of here. I might go scalp some Pokemon products just to make sure this guy doesn't get any. Because fuck you. I don't think I kill that in one shot, so that's GG. Fuck, man. Damn. Pokemon cards are a Schedule 1 drug. However, unlike its brethren in this classification, this one is completely legal, God help us all. But it's still just as potent, with the same potential to ruin your life. Sometimes it takes only a single pack to change the trajectory of your whole existence. It'll have you left with $0 and 0 bitches as you spend all of your money in every waking moment trying to get your hands on as many packs as possible as you chase the high of getting the shiny cardboard that you could sell for a $10 profit. It is sad. That's what it is. It's sad. And in a surprise to no one, there are some criminals in the Pokemon card community. But don't worry. You can sleep a little more peacefully tonight knowing that at least one nefarious supervillain has been taken off the streets. I'm happy to report that Cobra Commander has been taken away in handcuffs after trying to steal some Pokemon cards at a convention. I know it's a little hard to make heads or tails of the audio and what's actually being said here. A lot of commotion on the floor. It's pandemonium. But, as I understand it, this gentle sir, tipping his fedora to the vendors, would go around and slyly take cards he didn't pay for. Rattle Pokemon actually covered this a few days ago and talked to True Collectible, who was there, and they say that they've recognized this guy from other conventions. They estimate that he's probably stolen thousands of dollars worth of stuff from vendors, and that on this occasion they had an inkling, like this suspicion, that he might have been putting cards into his bag, so they asked to check it. He got defensive and started rolling nat ones on the charisma check, which made everyone pretty suspicious. They got security involved, and then when it's all said and done, apparently he was trying to make off with about $400 to $500 worth of cards that he swiped in across like a 2-hour time span. And after reading some comments from some other vendors at the scene here, a lot of people recognize him from other conventions, so he's kind of like a common cameo villain like the fucking box ghost of Pokemon card thieves. But this is the first time he's been caught in the act of stealing. And he almost got away with it, if it wasn't for those meddling people with eyeballs. He wasn't very good at crime.
Wait, hold up 1 second, sir. One second. Hold up 1 second. Excuse me, this is not lawful. This is not lawful. This is not lawful.
He's wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt, besmirching the good name of the clubhouse of Mickey and Friends. Walt Disney just turned over in his grave. This is a fucking sight for sore eyes, I tell you what. You'd never expect a Disney adult to do something like this. But he keeps trying to say, like, wait a minute, I can explain. They don't let him say his side of the story because there really isn't one. He just blatantly stole these cards. The proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is all over the place. He is, like, refusing to cooperate, so he's, like, I don't know, he's trying to break the cuffs or something there. And then he keeps saying that it's not lawful, even though it's probably about as lawful as it gets. He did just blatantly steal these cards in front of people. So, I mean, they've got him kind of dead to rights on this one, I'd say. Not a whole lot of wiggle room for a misunderstanding. So they weren't able to, like, chicken wing him or anything, so then eventually they went for, like, the leg sweep here. And you can see the handcuffs are linked, like, 5 times, it looks like. They've got a big fucking, like, you know, remember in school where you would, like, cut out that stack of paper and it'd be a bunch of people holding hands? That's what they've done with the handcuffs here. It is a long string of cuffs they've got that they're trying to slap on him here to no avail. So now they've got him in the grapple game on the ground, and it is still not going their way. That is an immovable force right there. I'm not going to show you the ground game here all that much, but it goes on for quite a while. They end up getting some reinforcements. They have the cavalry come in here, and then they get him in like a fucking, you know, Thanksgiving turkey stance and carry him away. Just look at this. This is like they were about to use him as a battering ram or something. They got him in wheelbarrow position here. Like parading him through the convention now for all to see. It's like that scene in Game of Thrones Season 5 with the shame walk. Now, since this was a big convention, there's like 9 different angles of this whole interaction, and they are all glorious. Because you get to see a different perspective of him getting carried away goofily like that. It is extraordinary.
Find out Carl still is. Damn.
This one is my favorite angle where he's coming directly at the cameraman. We get like straight down the pipe view here. It would go ballistic in 3D. They've got his arms pinned back. It looks like he's about to sprout wings like a bat or something. It looks like he's about to be crucified. Like he died on the cross for our Pokemon cards or some shit. It is surely there was a more efficient way of cuffing him and getting him out of there, but I'm happy they couldn't find it because this is so much better. Like, that is the most embarrassing way of getting arrested. It is also a little embarrassing that it took that many cops to get like one dweeb, but kind of a big boy. That is kind of a big boy. I can understand why it ended up being a bit of a struggle there at the convention center, and I'm happy with the turnout, with how awful that must be for him going forward. He can never show his face at a convention again, rightfully so. Just look at how much loot he was trying to get away with there. So this is a clip of one of the vendors going through some of the cards that were stolen from them, but it is a stash. He piled up a lot. So I think it's pretty clear what his strategy was. I'll tell you how the sausage was likely made in this case. It seems like, and based on some of the comments, he would go to booths and he would look through like the low value binder, so like dollar binder, where every card in the binder is like $1. And he would sit there for a long time flipping through the $1 cards, and the assumption is he would start swiping some of them, putting them into the bag, because when it comes to a convention like this, most people are going to be paying attention to the high value cards, like cards worth $100, $200, whereas they might not notice a couple $1 cards here and there missing, but they would notice if those really expensive ones were. So this guy was going from booth to booth here, speed running, going through these binders for like really low value cards and just going for a quantity play of getting a ton of them, is what it seems like. Because $400 to $500 with that many cards tells me he was targeting things that he knew people probably wouldn't even recognize were missing. And it almost worked, I guess, and maybe it's worked in the past, because in the Rattle Pokemon video, True Collectible seems to believe that he's probably stolen thousands of dollars worth of cards over the course of his spree. So it must have been working to a certain point, but it will no longer. This was a very public arrest with his face on full display. They had him strung up like that guy in Hellraiser, the guy that said Jesus wept. When they carried him away in cuffs here, it really looked like that scene. Like, people aren't going to forget his face, and they will definitely not be doing business with him going forward. They most likely won't even let him into a convention. So I think his days of stealing Pokemon cards are over. At least directly from vendors. I have no doubt he'll go home and start scalping Pokemon cards and probably trying to make a career selling it on Whatnot. But who knows? Anyway, just want to talk about this a bit. That's it. See ya. Yeah, my hair's wet because I just got out of the shower. I've been smoking on that West Virginia sticky couch co-op, and it's got me feeling like making fun of some more Pokemon scalpers. This has become a pretty embarrassing epidemic, with grown men fighting each other over Pokemon cards. A month ago, I was covering the Pokemon brawls that were breaking out across the country when Costco made the fatal decision to start stocking Pokemon products. God rest all the souls we lost on that day. Many a brave warrior were sent straight to Valhalla fighting to get their grubby paws on Pokemon boxes. That was always going to end one way: death. Costco and Pokemon together, that's just going to be catastrophic 100% of the time. That's like a nitroglycerin plant announcing they're going to start selling fireworks. Anyway, it's not like the scalpers have been hibernating or anything. They've just been fighting in different locations without as much footage surfacing until today. I saw a goofy little fight break out at a Pokemon vending machine. Now, I've never seen one of these in the wild, but these are Pokemon vending machines where you can buy product out of it. And typically they're empty because scalpers come through like the Grinch and buy up the entire inventory and sell it online for a markup. That's how they live their life. Actually taking candy from babies for a $10 profit. It's fucking sickening. So in this video, these are apparently two known scalpers in the Bay Area that start duking it out at 10 a.m. off of a fresh restock. Now, speaking of fresh, if you want to start smelling better, if you don't want to be as stinky as these losers in the videos we're about to watch, then you need to start using Cheeky Soap. We actually just came out with 2 new scents: Absolute Cinnamon and Spope. Spope is spa soap, so we just combined the 2 words together. So this is like a eucalyptus scent. This one's obviously cinnamon. They're available now. Go to usecheeky.com right now. Now, I can't play the audio because it's just DMCA music. So the person who uploaded this is the guy currently at the vending machine and is now getting boxed out by the Eagles hoodie gentleman. So Humpty Dumpty here with that NBA caliber box out, he's throwing that ass back on the guy who uploaded this. And I love this pose right here. This is that Spider-Man 2 stopping the train moment. Man is fucking... It looks like he's protecting the president, like he's about to, like, take bullets for the guy here, the way that he stretches out like that. I'll play the rest in a moment, but they're bumping and grinding at the Pokemon vending machine. And the guy decided not to keep the original audio in and elected to put a song there instead. I think that's a really weird decision, and I think the reason he would do that is because the Eagles hoodie guy was probably confronting him about scalping. That's, like, based on what I've been reading as well, that seems likely because that guy is apparently a known scalper who actually camps restocks of these fucking Pokemon vending machines, and it stands to reason that if Eagles hoodie guy was calling him out on that, you know, boo, boo, this guy stinks, he's buying every Pokemon box, this sucks. Well, he obviously wouldn't want to leave that in for the video because then nobody would be on his side. And if, like, you can see him at the Pokemon vending machine, he looks like he's about to place an order when the video starts, and then Kevin James from Hitch comes in here getting him with that fucking wobble swag, throwing that ass in a circle on him, getting him out of the way. So, if he just came in there out of nowhere to, like, kick him off the machine so he could hog it all to himself, I imagine he would have left the audio in because it was so unreasonable and so unexpected. That's just my working game theory. I saw a couple Facebook group posts as well as a couple Reddit posts saying they recognize this guy from their local Pokemon vending machines around the Bay Area, and basically doing the same thing where he'd be there right when it restocked and grab a ton of product from it. Now, I also saw that the guy who boxed him out has a lot of people who apparently recognize him as well. He's not some virtuous hero, you know. Ass Ketchum is not using those cheeks for good. Apparently, he too cruises these Pokemon vending machines, buying up a ton of product from it. So, it does seem like the original caption of two known scalpers, you know, fighting at 10 a.m. is accurate, based on everything I've read from the Bay Area Pokemon community, as well as some of the other people that have talked about this. Anyway, though, back to the action, you can see he is still in a wide power stance saying, "You shall not pass." And he's instigating this scuffle, by the way, yet he's leaving himself totally undefended. He could have caught the meanest knuckle sandwich of 2025. That move would have been super effective. It would have had him blasting off like Team Rocket. Anyway, though, the action's winding down in the fourth quarter and they go their separate ways. That was pretty awesome. That right there is what Pokemon's all about. At least in the modern day and age. There are so many fights for Pokemon cards. It is unbelievable. But yeah, like I said, these Pokemon vending machines are apparently a hotspot for scalpers. So, one thing that's been kind of popular is people will go there and just start filming and shaming some of the scalpers, and I really appreciate that. I think they're doing a very strong public service by filming these shameless fucking degenerate losers who go there buying tons and tons of product and then going online to sell it for a markup to kids or parents looking to buy something for their kids. Now, I also have said this before, and a lot of people disagree with me, but fuck you, I'm right. I think Pokemon has become less for kids and more for people like this. Adults that view it as a money-making conduit. So they'll see things like the Pokemon Oreo collab, right? And they'll go and buy tons of Pokemon Oreos hoping to get like the Mew one and sell it on eBay for $100. So I feel like most Pokemon products never even really get into the hands of kids predominantly. It is mainly in the hands of adults, like greedy assholes, that are buying it to try and make money off of it. That's kind of what the entire hobby of Pokemon seems to be becoming. Of course, I'm sure there's data to prove me wrong, but I'm going to plug my ears to that. Fuck you. The data can suck my dick. I think my feeling is more accurate here for this. Because every time there's a Pokemon set, a Pokemon collab, a Pokemon fucking fart somewhere out there, you will have hundreds, thousands of grown-ass dudes going out there to try and make money off scalping it. So it sucks. It super sucks. Anyway, let me show you some scalpers real quick so we can make fun of more of them.
Don't be this fucking guy right here, look. Don't be these two assholes. Taking all this shit right there. We're all waiting in the fucking line to make fucking $20.
Now, I think it's worth mentioning that Pokemon themselves are aware of the scalping problem, so recently they implemented some new policies to these machines, one of them being anti-loitering and a couple other things meant to combat this. It's not working. Hey, sorry to hit you with the cold water, it is not working. I also heard there were like purchase limits in place, but that doesn't work either because you can just make like maximum purchase limit and then just stay at the machine and then do maximum purchase limit again. So the protocol aren't stopping the scalping problem. I don't know exactly what they can do for these vending machines to stop it. I mean, maybe you hire the Pinkertons and each vending machine comes with its own armed security guard to ensure no scalpers get to ransack it. I really don't know. But at least they're aware of the issue. Maybe they can do something about it down the line that I'm not smart enough to think of, but I truly don't know. Scalpers are a huge issue across the board. They are a scourge on the entire planet, not just to Pokemon. But in Pokemon, I'd say scalpers are some of the worst and most pathetic I've seen.
Here we go again. Cleaning out the machine once again. Every single time I see this guy at the machine is getting cleared out. He doesn't care if it's singles, bundles, ETBs, he's just clearing everything out.
They know how scummy it is too. You can see in all of these like confronting scalper videos, they like get really shy and try and like hide away. Like this guy's just blatantly trying to hide his face. The other two guys, they looked like they were on the verge of tears. Like they know that it's shitty, but they don't care. That little $20 they can make online, that makes it all worth it. They're hustling right now. They're on the grind. I've probably been yapping about this for too long now anyway, so I'll just stop it there. But yeah, Pokemon scalping still super sucks. Really shameful shit. That's really about it. So yeah. There's always been a debate on what is the stupidest crime you could ever commit. But I don't really think it's that much of a debate. I think there is an objectively right answer. Pokemon card-related crimes. And they are so common these days, with people ruining their lives because they cannot help but try and steal Pokemon cards to resell them. It's almost dangerous to have Pokemon product on hand because it feels like it's just a matter of time before the greasiest loser you could ever imagine tries to break into your business to get their grubby paws on it. It's like dropping Tilted Towers in Fortnite back during Fortnite's heyday. It's just completely out of control, and it is only getting worse. This is spreading faster than fucking Gangnam Style in 2012. There is literally, like every single day, there is someone breaking into a card shop to steal thousands of dollars worth of Pokemon cards. And I've covered a lot of it, but I haven't in a little while, and it's not because it's started to die down or simmer down or anything. In fact, quite the opposite. I just haven't been covering it as much because it is just fucking pathetic, the state of the hobby right now, and there is so little more to be said about it. It sucks. But today I saw one that made me want to dust off this topic again because I think it is the perfect example to showcase just how extreme it's gotten.
Sad news at RNG Therapy. We experienced a break-in at 5:45 Tuesday morning. Two people, a male and a female, rammed into our shop with a U-Haul and took some stuff. It's gut-wrenching. So yeah, just an update. Watch the video, check it out.
This couple rented a U-Haul seemingly with the sole purpose to ram it through the garage door of this card shop so they could steal Pokemon cards and then make a quick getaway. There's so much to unpack with that. They rented a vehicle to commit a crime. I feel like it probably won't be that hard to find who they are, assuming they had to provide some identification and payment information to even get the U-Haul in the first place. God willing, hopefully they don't get away with it. This is a level of insanity that dwarfs even some of the most absurd that I'd seen prior. They rented a U-Haul to crash it through this building to steal Pokemon cards. Holy shit. Also, they're just like manhandling the Pokemon cards. They're doing it au naturel, the way our forefathers used to steal Pokemon cards. They're not even using bags or anything. They're literally just grabbing like two fistfuls and walking it back and forth. Like they didn't even bring like bags or something to do it more efficiently. They are that fucking stupid. You are witnessing actual Neanderthal mode. You are seeing laid bare in front of you the dumbest society can provide you with. Holy shit. and you get a pretty good look at this girl's face, one of the perpetrators here. I'm hoping these two turbo idiots get caught pretty soon. I'm pretty optimistic that they will. It feels like there's a lot of information that you could probably get from the vehicle they rented here for it. Plus, you also have pretty solid surveillance footage of what they look like. Hopefully, they will get caught. Now, the reason I wanted to yap about this is because of just how over the top it is. They fucking crash a truck through this card shop to get the Pokemon cards. In almost every other card shop break-in and robbery I've seen, they just bash the glass in. They'll hit it with a brick, a hammer, something. They just walk in and start breaking all the glass in order to steal the cards. But here, there's no glass for them to break through. It's a fucking garage door. It's a huge garage door. You would think that would be more difficult and like a deterrent from people breaking in. But no, these morons still find a way. Like, you are just not safe. If you have Pokemon cards, somehow these vermin will sniff it out, and come hell or high water, they will fucking bust through those walls like the Kool-Aid Man. It is shocking. They crashed a U-Haul through this garage door to get to these Pokemon cards. Next, like, you're gonna have to start putting your Pokemon cards at Fort Knox, but even then, idiots like this will probably still find a way to try and gain access. It'll be like Wile E. Coyote. They'll get the Acme Dynamite out and the plunger and try and like blow it up to get in. It's just so sad, the state of this hobby. And I feel terrible for this business. Like, I would have thought, given the location of this business being, pretty secure behind a garage door and everything, that they were likely going to be safe and be able to provide a nice little hangout card shop spot for their community. But no, still no. They crashed the car through it. Now, I watched some of the updates here from their Instagram page. They have replaced the garage door, which is not cheap, mind you, and they are trying to, keep their heads held high, moving forward into the future here. So they are back open for business, which is great. They were only down for a little while here after this. But it just sucks to see this, man. Like, I just feel so bad. It's not like these card shops are rolling in money. Like, it's not like these businesses are just raking in millions and millions of dollars. And yet they are just getting absolutely pillaged. Like the fucking Vikings are running through here and just dismantling their inventory of Pokemon cards. It's just dangerous. It's sad. It's fucking sad. And like I said, this is very, very, very common now. Like, when I was looking for this to try and find it on my own, an unrelated story of 3 separate break-ins all in like a week came up. And like I mentioned, it's the standard song and dance that a lot of these robbers like to do, where they just bust in the glass of these card shops and then just start breaking everything to get to them.
In and out in 30 seconds. That's all it took for this thief to make off with about $6,000 worth of Pokemon cards.
They smashed our showcase, so they knew where they were going.
On top of the...
Like I said, that's typically how it goes. They come in, break the glass. In the rest of this news segment here, they interview a couple of other shops that experienced very similar break-ins, losing thousands of dollars worth of product. And typically, it's just a big old... In one of them, it was just a big old piece of concrete. They broke the glass and then kicked in the rest of it and then just walked in, stole the shit, breaking the shit. It's awful. It's just awful. It is so shameful, and it is showing no signs of slowing down. Like, you're not even safe if you are behind a garage door. A reinforced door is not safe, because you never know when the dumbest couple on the planet's gonna rent a goddamn bulldozer and just blast through it. It's just despicable. I am so tired of the degeneracy in the Pokemon card community. Jiminy Christmas. And like I've said from the very beginning, even if you do steal all of these Pokemon products, they're not easy to resell. You're not going to make a huge killing selling the couple of $1,000s worth of Pokemon product that you lifted from these local card shops. Like, it's not going to sell immediately, even if you do mark it down significantly. And a lot of people in the community are always aware of what's been stolen, so many times what's happened in the past is people that have stolen it have been caught when they've tried to resell it, because people know, and they don't want to have that hot potato of stolen product. Like, it's just so fucking dumb across the board from these idiots, these absolute losers that are stealing all of these TCG products. It's so fucking dumb. Anyway, though, I just wanted to yap about this again. That's really about it. So, yeah. Pokemon scalpers are inventing a new, even more degenerate and diabolical meta for scamming and stealing Pokemon cards, using children for it. Well, involving children in the scam. 2 days ago, I made that video about the whatnot seller who was resealing Pokemon packs and selling them, but using his son as the one on stream to open the packs for the buyers and just drumming it up as like a family business. This is so hype. Look at my son. He's ripping Pokemon packs. We're so proud. This is amazing. Whoops. Turns out we repackaged all of them to give you trash for a huge markup. Sorry, you caught us. He literally even like admits to being caught on the live stream. And now I just saw another video about a couple that was stealing Pokemon cards from Target using their 1-year-old as like the method. So they brought their 1-year-old son to Target so that way they could unlock the stroller tech from the passive tree here. So they had their child in the stroller and were pushing him around and then would take Pokemon product and conceal it in the stroller to steal it. Now, the title of the video says that they left the child in the car while they went in there and stole, but I don't think that's exactly the case. I haven't found too much information beyond the body cam about what exactly happened. My understanding with the way it's described is that they had the child in the store using him for crime, basically, not them leaving him in the car. But either could be true and both are bad. The kid thought he was going on a fun adventure with mommy and daddy, but he was actually involved in their little crime escapades here. An unwilling accomplice. He had no clue.
So, like that time to steal Pokemon cards, man.
Yeah. That, just so we have an understanding, she had nothing.
She was right there with you when you concealed it.
It is totally me, man. Totally me, 100% me.
You guys put the Pokemon cards into the...
Yeah, I will give them back, of course. This 100% my responsibility, sir.
A pretty admirable attempt here from the guy to just fall on the sword. No, she's totally innocent. It was all my galaxy brain scheme. It was all my nefarious plot here. She had no clue what was going on. It was all me. So he's trying to, like, you know, isolate her from this so that way she doesn't get in trouble. And then he also generously says he's willing to give the cards back. That's very sweet of you.
Seriously, honest to God, I am short on my rent, and they are very valuable. And I was hoping to pull something in order to make up the money I'm short on my rent.
And were the cards in the car?
Yeah.
I know, where are they
in the back seat.
And by the way, you can't say she had nothing to do with it when that's all you guys came in here for. And you concealed it right next to her. Just so you're aware of that.
His hero plan, unfortunately, falls a bit short because they have surveillance camera footage and they can clearly see she was directly involved in this plan and acted to help conceal it and work to get the Pokemon cards out of there. So it kind of ultimately ended up looking like that scene from Kong Skull Island where that guy pops 2 grenades to sacrifice himself to kill the monster, but the monster just hits him with the tail and he gets flown into a fucking wall and blows up. It didn't work, is the point.
Say, I don't know if it would make a difference. Is there any way we could pay for it?
This isn't an apology type of thing. You've already done it. You know what I mean? There's no way to just suddenly, hey, we're going to pay for everything because we got caught by the police.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you also stole stuff with the baby.
Yeah, but...
that doesn't matter.
I have the money for it. I can pay it.
Yeah, but as I just told him, that's not how this works. You don't get to suddenly want to pay for things after you get caught by the police.
Fourth quarter, back up against the wall, throwing out the Hail Mary. They try to, you know, pay for it after the fact. That didn't fly either. So they are both facing not just like the small-time theft. The officers also threw out the possibility of pursuing child endangerment against them because they involved their child in this crime, which they argue puts them in a path of danger. You know, should Gary Oak roll up and start airing the place out, trying to stop him from stealing the Pokemon cards, the kid is now in harm's way. Basically, they brought the kid for the sole purpose of executing this crime. Now again, the title says that the child was left in the car, but all of the information in the video seems to indicate that the kid was present. Also, if the kid wasn't in the stroller in the first place, there would be no point to bringing the baby anyway. So that wouldn't even make sense unless they had like a decoy, like they had like a baby doll in the stroller. But then again, why would they bring like the actual flesh and blood human being there? So I have to imagine that they did actually bring him in the store to do this. Though if they did leave him in the car, that is also equally dangerous. You do not leave a child in a hot car. That everyone should know that. This happened in Florida. You especially don't do it in Florida. If they did leave him in the car, who knows how long they were in the store for. That is extremely unfair and irresponsible to the kid if he was left unattended in that car. But I'm leaning towards the idea that they brought him in the store to do this. Worth mentioning, I haven't slept in over 28 hours. There is a good chance that maybe I'm just completely wrong there. I just thought I'd put that on the record. But either way, still not good. Regardless, stealing Pokemon cards by using your baby to help you accomplish it is fucking unhinged. This is so avoidable. Like, ruining your life just to get your hands on some Pokemon merchandise to flip because you're a scalper is just so low. It is shameless to involve your child in it as well.
Thank you. I'll go get the press one. We have child endangerment on both of them. For what? They had how old is your child? A year old, then they used the stroller as cover for it. Decent human, you literally put your 1-year-old child in danger.
How is that?
You cannot do a crime and then nothing happens because you have a kid.
It is happening. I'm going to
You use
jail.
the stroller as a ways of concealing the
And I'm
merchandise.
getting arrested.
And so is she. I need you to call your dad to come pick him up.
The other officers didn't seem super on board with his evaluation here about child endangerment, so I don't know if that stuck or anything, but this was him explaining it to them. Regardless of what charges were ultimately, brought against them, this was just so fucking avoidable. Like stealing Pokemon cards from Target by using your baby and its stroller to conceal them is just like, how can you sink so low? They say that they were short on rent, so the plan was to steal these Pokemon products, open them, hoping for a big hit, fingers crossed, praying for a big hit, so they could sell it to nearby game shops. That is like, in the world of scalping, that is even stupider than most scalpers. Why would you open the product? Just sell the product itself in that case. You are not going to hit, most likely. You are not going to make more money buying the product, opening it, praying for like the big hit that'll grade it like a fucking PSA 10. Like, it's not like that is a pipe dream.
Are you guys going to other stores and doing this?
No, sir.
So how do you guys have so many Pokemon cards?
No, I've been collecting for years.
That's what I'm saying, but these are all new cards, man. They're all like fresh out of the pack.
Yeah, the ones that I have?
The ones that are in there, yeah.
Yeah, those are, if you see the sleeves in there, they're all sleeved up, well taken care of, fresh out of my binder. We were taking them to the game store, Prodigy.
Okay, cool. Alright, be right back with you.
He apparently had a lot of Pokemon cards that he claims he had been collecting for years. The officer notes that they seem pretty fresh and new, so it's probably not like years old cards or anything. It seems like it is some pretty brand spanking new puppies in there that he is saying that he was going to go sell to not GameStops, the game stores. Well, maybe GameStops. I'm pretty sure they take Pokemon cards. They fucking grade them there now. They have like a wizard on standby who's just like, yeah, it's probably like a 9 or a 10 maybe. I have no idea how it works. Not important regardless. His plan was to take these hits, sell them, and then pay rent, is what he said the goal was. Of course, no way of knowing if that's true or if he is just someone who is a scalper who turns around and sells it because it's hot right now and people make money doing it. I have no idea if the story about the rent is true or not. They then searched his car and found some other stuff, like a marijuana cigarette or something, and he got in trouble for that as well. Big mess, all of which entirely avoidable if he didn't try and steal Pokemon cards from Target using a baby and his stroller to try and smuggle the Pokemon sacred cards out of the store with. Just super crazy, the state of Pokemon cards right now. It's unbelievable. That's about it. See ya. You see the brawl at McDonald's in Costa Rica where a single man KO'd 9 dudes? Whoa, what? What are his hands made out of? Bricks? So here's the Degenerate article on it. Oh wait, this isn't the same one. This is Canada. Wait, is the other source wrong? Because how many brawls broke out over Pokemon cards at McDonald's?
McDonald's Canada shouldn't treat customers like this. He says he has no books or Pokemon cards left in stock with the whole rack of them. He gives me a donkey 2 times in a row. McDonald's, I want to press charges on McDonald's.
Wait. What is he pressing charges for? This is discrimination. You're discriminating against Redditors here by not giving me these Pokemon cards. What is the charge? I don't understand what he'd even go for.
No, I'm not being worse than a sick child. I want
Yes, you are.
Put it online. Put it online. I'm being targeted.
Oh, I will if you want.
Being targeted?
I wasn't going to, but
Please
I
put it
will.
online. I'll continue because Churro, Nova Scotia, Canada, McDonald's, and say they don't have a book or Pokemon cards in the building.
Brother. It's just some McDonald's Pokemon cards, man. He's so heated. And he's saying it all like so stern.
Cell phone.
Yeah, you can stand it. You can go all right. You can.
I'm making a scene because you're being that. Yes, sir, you are.
This is the weirdest argument ever. Now he's speaking like he's speaking like he's talking to a child. You're being bad. They haven't done anything wrong. They don't have any Pokemon cards for him. Just go to another McDonald's, please.
Excuse you. Exactly. I'm dealing with this manager here. Maybe he can get.
This can't be real.
Yeah, no.
Honey, back up.
I'll press charges, dude.
Oh no, not the charges again.
Okay, then do it, bro. I'm saying do it. You said you do it. Please.
I'll never understand why people that look like this guy, who I know has never been in a physical confrontation in his life, feels so confident to challenge someone else to punch them. That's never going to end well. Like, that's just the worst bluff to make. Anyone can sniff out that you're not exactly a fighter. So why even try and, like, shake that hornet's nest? Just because they want to sue? Maybe, I guess. He does keep threatening lawsuits. Maybe that is, like, the overarching plan. But still, it doesn't seem worth it. Try to get hit so he has evidence, the classic. I guess, yeah. I feel like there has to be extenuating circumstances, right? Like, I'm not an attorney, but let's say I was representing this guy, assuming he gets in there and feeds him a knuckle sandwich. I feel like I could make an argument like he literally asked me to do it. I was fulfilling a request. He told me. He said he wanted me to. What am I supposed to do? To decline? I'm a nice guy. It's better to give than to receive. So I gave him the gift of a knuckle sandwich. He asked for it. There has to be a way, right? Like, you are literally telling him to. Yeah, he's a consenting adult.
Your fucking worst nightmare.
Yeah, right. Meet you outside, bitch.
All right, let's go.
I'll meet you.
Let's find out.
No.
Look at you. How big are your ankles? Size small?
I'm like a
What?
buddy.
I'd like your nose off, bitch. Hunt, hunt, hunt.
This can't be real. This cannot be real.
Do it. Do it. On camera.
Okay, this can't. Well, no, wait. That was certainly a punch. And I don't think that they're talented enough actors to sell something like that. That made full contact. How can someone end up like this over Pokemon cards? And then he's insulting the guy's ankles? How does this happen? What went wrong? This is very anti-Canadian. I'm sorry Canadians out here have to see that this happened on your soil. I'm so sorry. What are your ankles, a size small? It's such an interesting insult. It's not even fighting words. I'd just be confused. Nobody insults my ankles but me. Put 'em up, Buster. I've come so far. I've got to see who wins this. God, it's like they're throwing punches in a dream. It's turned into aggressive hugging.
We can.
You done? Huh?
You had enough yet? Huh? Say uncle.
Get the security.
I got the squeeze on you now.
See you now.
I'm gonna beat my Pokemon cards out of you like it's a Mario coin block. The fight. Oh no! He threw the hat. Come on, have some respect. This is so fucking weird. This is so weird. Like, even the fight is confusing to me. Not that I'd necessarily be good in a fight either, but I'd like to think if I got into a scuffle, it wouldn't look like this. I'd be mad about the Pokemon cards, and I'm even more mad that I'd fight like this. Like, the whole thing would just make me so upset. Some wrestling. Yeah, some good old-fashioned wrestling.
Go with me or you're done. You hit me, and I will fucking hurt you. I'm ready to fight you.
Oh, not happy Pikachu during all of this. Come on, guys.
Camera, you hit me.
Oh, no, not a round two, please.
Look at that.
Please. Not again. It's enough.
Now I can fight. Come on.
Team Rocket wins again, please, no.
You hit me.
At least turn the camera, please.
Come on. No, call the clock.
Oh, he's got the chair.
Call the clock.
He's got the steel chair.
You want to go? Hello?
Oh, God, now he's got the chair too, fuck.
You got one, I got one. You attacked me. You punched me.
Can we go out the back door?
Super unrelated, but he keeps saying that, and every time he does, it reminds me of that iconic scene from Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves, where he's talking to the two girls that tied him to the chair, and he keeps going, I didn't fuck you, you fucked me! You fucked me! You came into my house and you sucked my dick! You fucked me! It has that same energy.
Give me back my
I
fucking
just
bag.
wanted food. I just wanted food. That's all.
You wanted food and you got so much more. I'd be pumping my fist like, thank you. I don't know why she's upset. I mean, that was a great show. And now you get his Pokemon cards. Do you think he actually bit him? Yes. Oh yeah, I do for sure. Bro, they didn't use any rage arts. Yeah. They didn't use any meter, unfortunately, no supers either. Bro's fighting over a Happy Meal toy. He was fighting over Pokemon cards, man. Show some respect.